You're tuned into Rolling on the Road Special Edition with Dr. Kimberly Barrington. Take it away.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Kimberly, and you are tuned into a new addition to Rolling on the Road, and it is called Special Edition with Dr. Kimberly, where I'm out in the community doing different things and having interviews. And I am at the Maranatha Seventh day Adventist Church. They are the Hispanic Seventh day Adventist Church. This weekend, they hosted a Master Guides Honor Session Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was so honored to be able to be a part of it. It was amazing. So I met this young man. He is a master guide, and his name is Jorge. And he showed me this book. I could not let this time go by without spending some time with him and introducing him to you and letting you see what he has done for more than 20 years. All right, sir.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Jorge Borges, as she said, and I'm a master guy of the Pathfinder Club of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And she was asking me about my scrapbook, so I had to do this honor. It's a scrapbook honor, and I said, "Man, I'm gonna do a scrapbook, but I'm gonna do it something different." So I decided to do this scrapbook with a uniform of the Pathfinder Club, and put inside all my memories from 1988 that I started helping out with the Pathfinders. I was 18 back then, and the pastor told
And
me,
you're still 25 now?
Yeah, I'm 18 now. I'm 25 right now. Yeah, I'm working with kids. So I can keep young. Yeah. So the pastor told me, "Hey, can you help us out as a counselor?" And I said yes. So I've been working since 1988 as a counselor, and then sub-director, director, and in different clubs. The church has the Adventist Club and Pathfinder Club, and in Puerto Rico they have also the Eager Beaver Club, which is from 0 to 5.
Really? So
Yeah.
what so from 0 to 5, what is it that they can do?
Basically, the moms teach them like to work handcraft and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So this is those stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
They give them things to do during the day.
During the club, yeah. During the club time, and when they bring the Pathfinders to the church, and then they don't have nothing to do while waiting, so we keep them busy with the Eager Beaver Club.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So there's the Eager Beavers. That's from 0 to 5.
That's in Puerto Rico, yeah.
Oh, only in Puerto Rico. So they don't do that in the United States?
They have the Eager Beaver is in the class of the adventures.
What age does the adventurers start?
As in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so what age do the adventurers start?
From 5 on.
Okay.
5 to 10. Yeah.
And then once you turn 10 or 10 and a half and 3/4.
You get into Pathfinders.
Okay, and then a Pathfinders goes from age
to 10, from 16, and now they have the TOTs.
What are TOTs?
TOTs is teens in training. Teens in training to work in the church as a helper of any department directors.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they help in the church, and as they do the master guy classes. So that's a requirement. They at 4 years, they become a master guide. Oh.
So you have, in order to become a master guide, which is at the very top of the tier. Mm-hmm. So you go from, in Puerto Rico, you're Eager Beaver. You're here in the United States, you start at 5 and you are an adventurer, and then you go to a Pathfinder, and then you go in training to become a master guide.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you can become a master guide without having those classes as a regular master. The only thing you won't have all the parts of the classes in your
uniform. Mm-hmm.
In your uniform. But you can become a master guide just taking the course of the master guy.
So that's what I did. So, wait a minute. You guys know that's what the course that I'm going through is taking all of the courses to become a master guide. So this is really interesting. So I didn't get to grow up Seventh-day Adventist. Now, one of my questions, do you have to be a Seventh-day Adventist? Is this just to the Seventh-day Adventist church that has this program about Pathfinders and Adventures?
Pathfinder only 7 day. Well, Pathfinder. We know that it came with the idea of the scout clubs.
Oh, like the boys and girls.
Scouts,
Uh-huh.
So basically, we like that program. The scout. It's a nice program, but we decided to put a God in the club.
Yes.
Spiritual is very important for us. Other than physical and mentally. So we include that in a course. So yeah, anybody can be a Pathfinder. It doesn't have to be a member. What else? Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to be a.
Let's open up that book. I had the opportunity to peruse the entire book. So let's open up and let them see.
Yeah, what I did on this book is I wanted also other than a scrapbook and have that honor on my side. It was to show them to the parents that they're a little bit afraid of sending the kids to a camporee, which is 3 days, basically a 3-day camporee. Or we do also the international camporee, which is a whole week. And sometimes the parents, they're kind of like afraid of letting the kids with strangers, and especially the non-Christians one. So I decided to do this book that it shows all my work through since 1988, and these are the patches of different camporees, and basically I'm collecting pictures from when I was a kid, but it's hard to find them. But I'm still leaving the space for them. So you can see how old, these membership cards are, and different clubs. I've been working on different clubs as a Medical Card Corp in Puerto Rico. And, all the work that we have done in basically in different clubs, benches and eager beavers are a little bit on. So this is the eager beavers. You see the kids are very small. And we have to do this. We have to take courses as the ones we are taking right now. To be able to be a master guy, you gotta take a couple of courses of 10 hours. And this was my industry as a master guy. Once you're a Pathfinder, then your logo is that one.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm. And then this one, I came to Michigan in 2004, so I've been working since then over here with helping out different directors, and as a director myself.
This is the piece that I love right here. That you started out.
This is friend. That's the first class. The companion, explorer, rangers, warrior, and guy, and then master guide.
So you still have to put the master guide.
I still have the master. I took it out to go to somebody, I think.
Okay.
That's a Bible competition, Bible achievement. We do drills, marching drills. We also did a marching band in a couple of years. Different stuff for them, to be so that they can participate. Either Bible, marching bands, or color guard. So they can, feel free to choose one of them. If there's a lot of kids, if there's a small club, but then you are restricted to what you can do only. So basically, these are our international camporees that we have been. camporees. Usually there was a big camporee in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Basically, they used to do it there. Now it's in Gillette, Wyoming. So we got to travel over there. And so basically, I showed this to the parents to see how many years I've been working myself and the pathfinders, and I tell them the other members too. The other staff members that have been for many years working on the pathfinders, and so they can feel comfortable leaving the kids. And once I show them how many years, then I show them all these patches from around the world. United States, we have to use this in our uniform to identify the conference that you are in.
So you have one from every conference that you have been in, or those are ones that you have participated?
What I do, basically, every conference have to have a patch to identify their states. So basically, so these are what I do. I ask for one every time there's an international conference that there's people from all around the world. I ask for one, and they will give it to me. They usually don't do that because they want to be restrained, so nobody can have these. So basically, if I'm doing this for educational
Purposes.
So they will give it to me, but it's very hard to get them all. So and these are camporee patches. So you see, all these are Brazil. Brazil too.
That's
United
Brazil.
States, yeah. Some of them are special edition that they gave me. These are hard to get, but this I show them this to see, so the parents can see how big this ministry is. It's not only in the United States, it's around the world.
This is amazing.
In Argentina, Dominican Republic.
How many countries have you been able to attend?
Yeah, basically, I'm only been in America only.
Okay.
And basically that's it. But there's basically the international one. They do it over here in the USA, but there's camporees in Brazil, Mexico. That you can go if you want to and participate over there. But yeah, you can go anywhere you want.
So this is how far a reach that the Seventh-day Adventist Church has.
Yeah, that's right.
That is amazing.
To keep the kids basically occupied. They said that there's no bad kid. There's only kids with a lot of free time. So that's we want to keep them busy. Keep those minds working, doing exercise, doing spiritual learning, and also doing honors. So they can learn stuff that they might use in the future.
So really, you use this as an evangelistic tool.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. As I told you before, there's kids from church, but there are also kids from the neighborhood, and we teach them about God too. So we can, Jesus is coming soon, and we gotta preach the gospel, and this is a very good way to bring the kids and then bring the families, and their families they love it.
I think one of the pieces that really stood out for me was during the Friday session. They said if you're camping, you had to find God in the middle of the camping. Where do you see him, and write it down. Piece really spoke to me. So what has been your favorite God moment in camping?
You know what? In camping, there's been, in the last two camporees, we had a rainy camporee, and the kids were like in the tent and they say, "Hey, we gotta go out and let's go play right in the middle of the road." And we start, playing there with the mud and the rain, and all the kids were like inside the tent and they came out, and that was a special moment for me. But in the spiritual meaning, when a kid decide to follow Jesus and get baptized, that's a word that probably you won't see yourself, but when that moment comes, then you say, "Man, this is what I'm working for."
So you found God in the midst of the rain with the kids?
Well, yeah, you see their happiness, playing in the mud, playing in the rain, and you say, "Man, all these, even rainy days, you can get advantage of the rain and the bad weather just to have fun and say, hey, this also the rain, God created the rain for us, and it's a special moment for me at least for an old person like me, playing with the kids in the rain.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the good thing from this course of Master Guide. You have to get involved with the kids. Get kids moving. Get kids do some kind of how can I say it? How can I explain myself? You gotta put the kids to move. To move.
Mhm.
Even if it's raining, we can do something. Get the interest of them. Of doing stuff. Get out of there and stop playing with your Nintendo. I mean, with your Xbox or that's what I am.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, he's Nintendo. Yes.
Atari, but yeah, get out of the computer, the phones, and do stuff in the nature. Nature. God gave us the nature to enjoy it. And this club, it's a club that develops that. That need to go outside and ride a bicycle, go for a walk, go explore. And
My takeaway from this weekend is how the adults were teaching the children to be leaders.
Yeah, that's another thing. You may ask, why are they marching? What do they do that? Is it a competition? No, it's not. It's to develop the kids to be leaders, to say the commands themselves, to between all of them, to get a leader, to get a leader to do the whole drill, and that's one of the things of marketing that I love. Is only not listening to the commands and do the commands, but also to be leaders, to say the commands themselves, and that's what I like marching so much. I do believe that the best competition over here that we have, and it's not a competition because we we go against our a clock or a point to be first place. So everybody can be first place if you reach those points. So we don't basically believe in competition, but the best one that is the Bible achievement. That you have to memorize a whole book, verse by verse, to be able to answer all the questions that they gave you, and so basically you grow spiritual by reading those verses and memorizing. But yeah, and then at the camporee we have different activities, like pulling a group together with a rope, or doing some kind of doing fire with one match only. So basically, those are stuff that you learn in the honors that they do activities with those over there at the camporee, doing knots, doing cooking honors, So the kids, they love this, and But you gotta, kids these days, sometimes you gotta push them, and the parents have to work also with them, if you're gonna go to a camper, you gotta practice, you gotta read your book, you gotta to be able to get your size, your skirt, you gotta read, you gotta do your homework, you gotta finish those honors, and basically that's it. But yeah, I've been working since 1988, and I'm about to retire. But I was gonna retire last year, but Jenny told me, "Hey, you gotta help me out with a master guy." So I'm here again. So it's and working with keep you young. So that's what I do.
That's right. We want to say thank you so much to Jorge for taking the time to talk to us and to share his history. It was phenomenal. I mean, you had to be here to see the kids do each piece and how the adults just allowed them to be leaders, and they gently, did I say gently? They gently taught them, even if they made a mistake, they got an opportunity to stop and let's stop, drop, and roll. That was a lesson, literally a stop, drop, and roll. But I love how they took the time to love on each one and to take the time to teach. And the adults, we just waited. If they had to stop and start all over again, it just amazing. That's the only word that I can think of right now. I love words. I have a lot of words, but I have just been amazed by all of it. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning into a segment of Special Rolling Edition, and we will speak to you guys soon.